breaking news, my lovely, wonderful people. Already, the FCT minister have started offending Tinubu. They were newly sworn in just yesterday, a few hours ago, and most of them went to their new offices to resume work. One of the first things the FCT minister, the person of Wike, did was that he came out, got to the office and spoke extensively on how the plan of Abuja must be followed, that there are a lot of abnormalities that have taken over the place and such buildings will come down. Anyway, my lovely people, Shehu Sani said the minister is already getting on the wrong foot with Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Why FCT Minister Wike may get into trouble with Tinubu, Shehu Sani revealed. Shehu Sani, a socio-political commentator, on Tuesday said there is high possibility that the newly inaugurated Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Nyesom Wike, will get himself in serious political trouble with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He said, why there is no doubt that Wike's capacity to deliver on his job will be top-notch, there is also tendency that he may land in trouble with the president by his utterance and action. The former Kano Central Senator said, Wike must learn how to walk in a minefield or be blown by it. On his Twitter handle, Shehu Sani wrote, the capacity and competence of the new FCT manager to deliver is without doubt. The possibility of getting himself and the president into serious political trouble by his utterance or actions is also without doubt. He will have to learn to walk in a minefield or be blown by it. Daily Post recalled that Wike, while assuming office as FCT minister on Monday, vowed to stop any illegality in FCT, step on toes by demolishing all illegal structure in FCT regardless of how highly placed the owners are. He also vowed to stop the open grazing of the Fulani herdsmen in Abuja. So, Wike has just started. He said he's going to stop the Fulani. There's open grazing. When you go to Abuja, honestly, you will not be happy. Fulani herdsmen, cattle everywhere in the middle of the Federal Capital Territory. Like there are no bands, like there are no, ranches where cattle can be reared. And so Wike, as soon as he resumed office, the guy was on top of his game, came to the office and began to speak extensively on how he will no longer tolerate a lot of things that have been going on in FCT. One of them is the removal of, the Fulani herdsmen. He's going to put a law that no cattle must be seen in sight in FCT. Also, illegal buildings must come down. People have taken it upon themselves and have built some buildings they know should not be there. There is a plan for every state, in case you're not aware. Yes, there is a plan for every single state all over the Federation. Even the older states, they all have plans on where schools should be, where the roads should follow. And if we are to follow these things, we'll not get into so much trouble, like irrigation, flooding and the rest. If the plans have been followed, the areas that are designated for water flow and what all that have been kept to, and the patterns have been followed, we will have less of problem, unlike what we are seeing today. And so when he resumed office, he spoke, I guess most of you must have seen the video. If you haven't, please go on Apple Media and watch the video and see for yourself. And he spoke about the possibility of FCT regaining its original structure, the look that the town should, the face look that the town should have, and that those things will be restored. Now, there are sides to this. The person who owns a big plaza that has been there for some time will want to go to the president and say, I used 100 million to build that place. I took it on loan. I've not even finished paying it. Wike has come to demolish it. Now it depends on how close that person is to the president. And he comes to cry before the president. Then the president will say, don't worry, I will talk to him. Then the president will call, this is me assuming, will call on Wike and say, Wike, leave these things, do other things. And Wike will say, no, you've assigned me to this office, I must do my work. Problem have started, or don't you think? So, looking at the whole thing, Shehu Sani is saying he sees if Wike is going to go by his doggedness and he's going to stand still to his words, then he's going to have problem with the person who gave him the assignment, who happens to be Tinubu, who appointed him to be a minister of the FCT. So guys, what do you think? These are some of the big problems, okay, already on ground. Flight has not taken off. There is already, turbulence, and they are not yet in the cloud. So when they get into the cloud, what will happen? So it's going to be a bumpy ride. So for Shehu Sani, looking at all that is prevailing and available right now, he says what he sees, if Wike does not tread carefully, he will have political problem. Again, don't forget about the Fulani headsmen. He said the Fulani headsmen are going. Yes, Wike said the Fulani headsmen that they are going. That there'll be no more cattle in FCT. And this has sparked up a lot of reaction. That he will stop the open grazing. And if you remember very closely, that is former Governor Samuel Otom problem with the people of Benue State. The Fulani says, why did you say open grazing? And the other part is saying, allow us to have open grazing. So that's the problem. So if you go to Abuja, you see cattle moving indiscriminately all around the place. And the roads causing a lot of traffic, defacing the city. So Wike said all that will stop. Now there are implications to that. That's stopping, meaning that some people who have taken it as their business and what have you, offense have started. So my dear, it's gonna be a bumpy and a tough ride ahead. Yeah, it's gonna be a bumpy and a tough ride ahead. And every single one of us will have to look at this carefully and ensure that we are standing on the pedestal of truth, and that we are delivering on how we should, without mixing words, without an iota of deceit. Leave us a comment. God bless. Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Bye for now.